Yeah, incredible night. 12th man was amazing. Obviously super proud of our players for all of the adversity we've been dealt with in the last 48 hours between, well, actually the whole week, between Hayden getting banged up a little bit, Braden going down, Shane, whatever happened to Shane today. Guys just kept playing. 12th man played a huge role in that. Definitely want to congratulate Oregon on a great season. Unbelievable opponent to play. Incredibly well coached. Coach Waz is a very, very dear friend, and his team was more than prepared to do this. So congratulations to them on a great season, and couldn't be any more proud of these two guys. And just honored to be here, and honored to get back to the pearly gates in college baseball in Omaha, Nebraska.
Start front left, Richard.
Caden, what pitch did you get on the grand slam, and what was the feeling like rounding the bases?
It was a heater. I don't know, 2-2 heater, I think. I've never hit a baseball and been able to kind of sit there, or not sit there, obviously I was running the bases, but kind of take in the moment. And that was the first time I've ever been able to do that, and it was awesome. It felt great.
And then Hayden, yesterday, your fellow Ivy League guy, Jackson Appel, said you guys never hit the panic button. What does it say about the offense to do it 2 days in a row and get this victory?
Yeah, I mean, it means a ton. I mean, the offense for sure, but I mean, it starts in the dugout, man. I mean, it starts with Hank Barr, Bindrup, guys in the dugout that are staying with us the whole game, are pitching. I mean, everyone, man. It takes a village, and our village showed out today when we could have really easily just kind of sat back and waited for tomorrow. So proud of these guys, man.
Rob.
So I've been going to Aggie baseball games since 1985, and I've never heard it as loud as it was tonight. It was like a football atmosphere. Can y'all just talk about the atmosphere and what it was like going through it, and the resiliency and the don't quit attitude of your ball club?
Well, I mean, I think that's representative of the 12th man and what Texas A&M is all about. It's not just the 9 guys on the field. It's not just the rest leftover guys in the dugout. It's the entire family of Texas A&M, and you feel it. I've been on the other side of it, so I know exactly what it feels like to be Oregon. They were getting the team going, and because we certainly didn't play well. We didn't play well at all early. Couldn't figure out a pitcher to throw strikes, threw the ball around the field a little bit, but Bad Miev, the winning pitcher today, right? Pretty awesome for him. But yeah, the fans were incredible, and obviously that attendance number there's no way that's right relative to the people out in Aggie Alley. I mean, I'll let the players speak, but I think we see it, we feel it. Like they're there, and it's this is a very, very special place, very, very unique and special.
No doubt, everything he said. Being on the field when they're going crazy in the 9th inning, when we're down to our last out, is the most insane feeling that I've ever experienced. And in the 7th or whatever inning, we had our big inning, and the Oregon pitcher is struggling a little bit out there. It plays a huge role into us winning that game. It's great.
Yeah, I think you'd be lying if you said it didn't have an effect. I think all of us are very aware of that, and I don't know. I wish I could thank them all face to face because of what they do, and they make it so fun to get out there and compete and play the game of baseball. So we're very thankful.
Travis, and then right next to him.
Yeah, Kate, I know that the pitch, I believe, right before the Grand Slam, it was kind of inside. At the time, were you kind of wishing you might have worn it and gotten first? And after that, were you glad that you didn't?
The first pitch of the at-bat was at my ribs, and I dodged it. And I looked at Coach, and he's giving me the what the heck did you do that for? And I said, it doesn't matter what I said because I hit a bomb. So it's all right. We're good.
Yeah, let me talk about Caden for a second. Yeah, seriously, man, like this guy, he and I have had, I'd like to think, a really awesome relationship that has had its moments. Caden and I can have really truthful conversations, and he has earned every single bit of what came to him tonight. I believe in the saying that the game knows, and there's there's a lot of teams that Caden Kent would be playing every single day on, and he's playing every single day on this team. And the past doesn't have anything to do with the present other than the fact that the way he's handled it this year. Like, there have been plenty of moments where I've wanted to play him more, and whatever the matchup was, and that doesn't make it right. That just makes it the decision that I ultimately have to make. I can promise you this: if I had to make every single decision with my heart, Caden Kent would play every single day at whatever position he wants, because what kind of competitor he is, and the way he's handled it this year is defining of our team. I mean, that's why he had the moment, is because he hasn't pouted. He's been pissed, and that's fine. I don't expect guys to be happy with not playing, but he just goes out there, takes his ground balls, gets his swings. When he hits a homer in BP, he always makes sure I see it, and I tell him I see every single swing. So I'm just so proud of him.
And then, Hayden, I know a little bit of resurgence here in the Super Regional. What does it mean for you to kind of finish off your time at Bluebell here and fire up Rattling Bog one more time before you make your Bluebell exit?
Yeah, Coach loves that song, man. It was awesome. I don't know, like, I had a not great weekend last weekend, but we won a regional, so I really wasn't mad per se. I was obviously trying to work on some things, but it's just so fun to just be a part of a team that does stuff like this, because it's the definition of selfless baseball, especially in postseason. I feel like, stats are out the window. It's just about winning games as a team, and that's why when you see moments like today when Kent gets up there and does that, like, our whole dugout, I've never heard them louder. So I don't know, it makes it so fun to play for each other.
Front center.
Joseph Hoyt, Lone Star Live. Caden, you guys had 9 runs in that 7th inning, 2 hits. You had both of them, a single early on, and then obviously the grand slam. How would you characterize and describe just the buildup from the time where you had that single to the moment where you hit that home run? Just the kind of buildup, the louder seemingly it got.
Yeah, I didn't know that, actually. That's pretty cool. But being on the bases, when I hit the single and being on the bases and realizing the situation around me, like, we get it loaded and they're walking runs in, I wasn't really thinking about much except for let's score some runs and win this game. And then the next at bat comes up, and same inning, I guess, now. I was just went up to the plate with the same approach and got a pitch to hit, and it hit it well.
So I braved the Aggie Alley sea of shirtless men to go find the kid that caught your ball. What does it mean to give someone a memory like that?
I signed it. He brought it back to me.
And what's it mean to give a memory like that to a kid? And where does that rank among your memories playing baseball?
Oh, it's super special. I don't know. Round and third, I was pointing to the fans. I was pointing to them because they played, honestly, probably the biggest role in that inning. Was the fans, and it was so special to play in front of them and what they have done for us and supported us through a lot of ups this season, but they've stuck with us and have helped us out every single game, and it's been great to play in front of these fans. It's awesome.
Carter and then Brent.
Schloss, just how rare of an inning was that 7th inning to watch, and how proud of you? What did you like about the approach to get 8 of those runs with 2 outs?
Well, I've been around a while, so I've been a part of a few of them. I've been on the other end of it a couple times. We have a built-in system to go to when we get down by X number of runs from the 7th inning on. It's called catch-up baseball. Camarillo almost screwed it up at third base. But he got there safely, thankfully. But yeah, we just have something to. You just need a plan. You just need something to go to. And obviously, I'm sure their pitcher, Moore doesn't feel great. But he's had I think a pretty good season for them. He's got a great arm, and the crowd played a role. So, I just get to be a spectator over there for the most part. That's why I enjoy practice way more than the games, because the games are for the players. The practices, they belong to the coaches, so we can prepare these guys and give them the best chance to win, and then just let them go play and try to be their biggest cheerleader.
Go Brent, then Ben.
Hayden, what was your injury? Coach had mentioned you kind of fighting through it to play this weekend.
I just tweaked my knee a little bit, but DH, man, it's okay. Luckily, I don't play defense.
Hit from a wheelchair?
Yeah, I would. Just glad I don't play defense. Good thing we got a more athletic guy in Sorrell out there, so I'm very content. It's all good.
Coach, was there any update on Shane?
Nothing as of now. I think he passed. He passed some of the physical tests pretty well, but it's obviously scary. I mean, Sadeo is just super competitive, and for him to do that, first couple pitches of the game were 90, 91. I was like, what we got going on here? And then he spit a 94 up there. I was like, okay. And then when he made that motion to call it, I was hoping it was the pitch com thing, but so we'll see. We'll get a MRI this week, and hopefully, we're obviously not going to risk anything. He's got a bright future ahead of him, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Go Donna, Morgan, and then Ben.
Hayden, you've played for a couple different college teams now. What makes this particular team so special to play for?
The fact that we're going to Omaha is pretty elite. Can't say I've ever gotten close to that. I'm super thankful for all my recent visits in college baseball, but I don't know. I've never been a part of such a crazy team, a team where one of our best players goes down, and we have a guy, Caden Kenny, who steps up and it's a grand slam in a super regional. It's so deep. So I think that's what makes it so special.
Go middle, Morgan.
Coach, obviously this isn't your first ticket punch to Omaha. Does this one feel more special or any different in any sort of way?
They're all special. Yeah, I mean, this is all the things we do. I was telling Max, Coach Max, our pitching coach, the other day when the transfer portal opened, and we just get flooded with work, and we just won a regional, but all three assistant coaches are just grinding in the office. And what happens a lot sometimes, and with the exception of the Ivy League guys, is in the transfer portal, it hurts you to win sometimes because all the other schools that aren't playing are putting pressure on the kids to make decisions, and we're like, wait a second, man, we're still playing. Don't you want to come to somewhere place that's going to Omaha? And so I called Max in and I said, listen, man, don't fret over a guy we lose to this school or that school. Like, we work all year for this and our entire lives, So I never take it for granted. I think Nolan Ryan went to the World Series his rookie year, never went back. And I'll remind our players of that. So you never know when you're going to get a chance to go back. And I've never been a part of the championship series or won it. So I'd like to do that. So for me, you try to see it through the players' eyes. It's like your kids, man. You're just so happy for them because, hopefully there'll be more seasons for me. But these guys, they only get a limited window of time. So it's going to be fun to pull up. It's always fun to pull up to the stadium and when we land on Wednesday and see their eyes. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Ben, you wrap us up?
Coach, you talked about Caden a little bit earlier, but just I guess in terms of the immediate moment and seeing that happen, especially knowing, him stepping into the lineup and what you were preaching about yesterday about everyone's always got to be ready to step up. Just what was going through your mind in that immediate moment, and where does that kind of rank, maybe not rank, but fit among all the special moments coaching?
Yeah, it's up there. There's no doubt about it. Been a part of a few incredible swings like that, but with this guy, just making sure he swings at strikes because he's and we have some catch-up rules, and the game was tied, and you asked me, are we still in catch-up?
I had to make sure.
Yeah. Well, no, we're not in catch-up. The game's tied. You're free to swing.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
But
Well, what did you do?
I made you take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you swing at everything. So, but no, that's the kind of relationship we have, man, and that's I love this guy, man. I go to battle with him any day, but I had, the thing you're getting is competitive at bat. Like, it doesn't matter the situation. Tuesday night, Super Regional, Omaha, it won't matter. Like, he's gonna punch you in the face if he gets a chance to do it. He just needs to do it on strikes. That's it, and on his pitch. But he's awesome.
Coach, players, thanks so much.
All right. Thanks.